Alright, for today's video, ipakita ko yung steps 2 to 4. Yung paano ine-extract yung output bat sa QB desktop, paano ine-extract yung input, and then how I do the sorting para malagay ko yung mga headers na katulad nito, vendors, nature, input bat, gross, total purchases, tin, and address, because these information are needed pag mag-enter tayo sa data entry. Okay? So, let's do it. Punta tayo sa QuickBooks. For output bat, so ito, syempre, iba-ibang system, iba-ibang stroke ha, or style. For output, hanapin ko saan yung output. For example, ito, July. Tapos, extract ko to. So, email, create new work. And then, export. Okay. Kung may iba kayong system, hanapin nyo yung output na account. Sa output tax na account, nakalagay dito yung mga total entries nyo. Kaya dalawang entries lang yan kasi we consolidate. We have one compound entry at the end of the month. Okay? So here, for example, ito siya. So what I'll do, I'll copy this to another sheet. And put, for example, W, it stands for work. And then what I'll do, kasi what do you need sa ganito? Ang kailangan nyo rito, ma-identify sino yung customers na nabentahan nyo na to. Alright? So, sa case nito, may isang home office, may isang branch. So, very important na ma-identify nyo ano yung home office sales dito, ano yung branch. So, this has been prepared already in advance, no? I'll just show you yung thought process namin. So, ito yung kailangan ma-identify, of course. Maglagay ka, sinong customer. So, these are walk-in customers. Ito yung credit niya, okay? And then, ma-identify namin ano yung TIN. Ang ginagawa dito, yung last 9 digits ng TIN, as you can notice, may 00 yan. This is home office, may 001, this is branch. So, yung last 9 digits, yung nang ginawang TIN. And then, yung address, ang halimbawa ng store, ganyan. Tapos, what you'll do, you have to create this additional information. Like, yung base, what do you mean by base? Get the, ito yung output tax. So, get mo yung yung base amount nito, ng base output tax. So, paano mo siya, formula niyan? So, output tax divide mo by 0.12. So, ito yung base niyan. Alright? So, yung gross naman na gross vatable, kung kailan, magkano yung kinolect mo from the customer, that would be the base plus the output tax. Kaya dito, in-add siya. Alright? And then, in our case, because we are selling to senior citizens which are not subject to VAT, so we have to identify ano yung mga exempt transactions na yun. So, in our case, we also have a separate booking on this one. Nasa P&L naman siya. So, sa case yung maaaring iba yun, meron kayong recording na meron kayong exempt sales na maaaring nakalamp doon. So, doon nyo siya ma-identify nyo yun. So, most likely ang entry dito is, for example, debit is cash, nakatanggap cash transactions sa, and then, credit here would be, yung sales, okay? Tapos, ano pa yung credit mo? Credit mo would be output bat. And then, credit mo is exempt sales. Pwedeng sabihin mo, ganito nangyari dyan. Ang output bat mo would be ito. Ang sales mo is ito. Remember, pag in-add mo, this is 161. Let's see. 161. Pero may exempt transactions ka na hindi subject sa VAT. Pero, sale mo pa rin yan. So, ang total cash transactions mo, cash sales transactions mo, papakita is 167. These two are reportable. Diba? Ito. So, may separate reporting for exempt transactions. Yun. Alright? So, this is for output BAT. So, yan. So, dapat ma-identify mo what customers kung walk-in. Pag-identify mo naman na meron kang talaga specific customers, nagbigay ng TIN, then you have to write it there. Okay? This is for output. Now, let's go to input. Ang input naman, similar with steps sa output, what you'll do? You'll go again to balance sheet and then click on input. Okay? And then, so that's for specific period. And then, click mo ulit, create a new workbook. So, i-export mo yan. Alright? Sabi ko nga, iba-ibang system, iba-ibang approach, pero ganun pa rin yung output na dapat lumabas. So, let's just wait, nagka-download. So, i-close ko lang ito. Let's see. So, ito. Ito yun. Alright? So, this is yung, so, this is the raw file. We can put it R. And then, let's create a working sheet. Ayan. Lagyan natin W. So, what you'll do here, you'll massage the file. When I say massage, you have to, remove the unnecessary details and put the necessary details, like kailangan mo ng name ng vendor, kailangan mo ng amount, alright? Tapos, what you'll do here, ito na yun eh. What you'll do here, pagsasama-samahin mo, kasi diba, if you will notice, may first method gas dyan, tapos meron din as another line, like this one. So, what you'll do, you'll have to put it together. Kasi isa-summarize mo yung lahat ng vendors na nag-claim ka na input VAT, tapos magkano yung VAT, ano yung nature of transaction. So, sa case na to, what we could do, ipipivot natin yan, we put it together. Alright? So, that's the pivot. And then, what you'll do, copy mo muna to sa isa pang sheet. Alright? And then, copy mo yung required header. Ito yung required header eh. Okay. So, medyo nagkabaliktad dito. Ito yung input. So, what you'll do, you have the data now. Okay. And then, what you'll do next is, i-pivot mo na yung mga required information. What do you mean by pivot? Ano pwede i-pivot dyan? Remember, may database kayo. So, mapipivot nyo dyan would be the nature. Okay. The nature, yung TIN, and yung address. Okay. So, pagdating naman sa information like gross and total purchases, this can be done by getting the input, i-divide niya by 0.12. Okay? Or mas madali, gawa ng formula, input divide by 0.12, then this one, para hindi mag-move, pag minove niyo yung cell sa baba, lagyan nyo siya ng $sign between. Okay? And then, click yan. Alright? And then, similar with this, kasi total purchases, that would be input plus gross. So, pwede mo rin siya i-pindot din dyan. Alright? So, that's how these informations are required when you put the data entry later. So, what is very important is you're creating na the file needed. Okay? Ito yung pagkokopya mo. Pagdating naman dito, nature, TIN, address, ano siya kukunin? I-VLOOKUP nyo siya dun sa database nyo. Okay? Ito yung database. Like for instance, itong nature. So, you go to formulas and then go to VLOOKUP. And then, sa lookup value, click mo yan, %, table array, punta ka dito, click mo yun doon ha, dyan sa second cell. Then, go ka sa file kung saan niya kukopyahin. Third column, 3, and then range value 0. And then, just drag it. Alright? Okay, similar with TIN and address, formula ulit, VLOOKUP, yung lookup value, yan, and then table array, punta ka dito. Nahanap natin yung TIN, diba? Nasa second column, range lookup 0, ibig sabihin true. Sa formula ng 0, it's true. Okay, sa formula ulit, VLOOKUP, and then table array, and then address, it's on the fourth column, and then 0. And then, ganun nyo siya gagawin. This information, kailangan ready kayo for this. Sabihin natin, this is July. Kasi quarterly ang filing ng VAT. Meron din option to file it monthly, pero ang suggestion ko, file it quarterly. Kasi just in case, wag naman, ay makalimutan nyo. One file kasi is equivalent to 1,000. Kung i-apply nila EOPT at nasa micro business kayo, that's only 500. So, case to case. So, yun, in the next video, pakita ko naman how it's going to be input doon sa BIR program. Okay, na need din i-validate. So, very important na bago kayo pumunta doon, meron na kayong information regarding this one. Okay? So, this is very important. So, we've done with output, in-extract, input, done na. Ito, na-sort na natin, na-identify na natin itong mga information na to. May information then to pull out from QB yung mga purchases not subject to VAT. Where does this come from? Not all suppliers nyo are VAT-able, VAT enterprise. So, sa report din sa VAT relief, merong portion doon na quantify how much yung mga purchases nyo na hindi subject sa VAT. So, there's a way, you have to find a way, extract from your system, ano yung mga information na yon na mga purchases nyo na not subject to VAT, isa-summarize nyo rin yun. So, iba-ibang system, iba-ibang approach. So, sa case ko, I have to go to reports, vendor payables, and vendor balance detail. Then, I have to do the additional steps para ma-identify ko yan. Alright? I cannot show this anymore because, syempre nga, may iba-ibang approach tayo. Unless, of course, you're using QB desktop, then let me know. But the next step would be to input already this one sa data relief ng BIR. Okay? See you in my next video.